Hi everybody, it's Alyce-Kay Ruckelshaus from Threshold of Hanani and the Widow Ruckelshaus, and we're really coming close to the end on this cute little journal that we've been putting together. Look at the size compared to my hand. I do have long fingers, but still it's a very small journal. It's really fun. It's packed full of stuff though. And as promised today, we're going to work on our danglies. So I'm going to set aside all these beads that I've got, and we're going to work first on the danglies from the lace. So let me put those beads aside. I went ahead and chose these out ahead of time just so that we wouldn't spend a lot of time looking at those. Let me put them on a white piece of paper though so you can see them better. Okay, so I've got this one that says life is a gift, and the back is a tree, so that's really cool, or that could be the front I guess. And then I've got a heart, filigree heart. I found an octopus and I thought that was just really cute and it would go with this because it's just kind of funky. I've got this heart with a moon. It reminds me of that book, Guess How Much I Love You, you know, where it's to the moon and back. And then I've got an angel. I usually put an angel on my, I usually put this angel and this heart in my journals. Not always, but quite a bit. Okay, and then we have these little safety pins. They don't have the, you know, the curly Q thing that's usually in a safety pin, so these are just perfect for dangling stuff off of our lace. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we do this. It's really easy, super easy, and I'll link all these things at the bottom in the description. Okay, so we want to put this so that it's going to be facing out. So we're going to stick it in through there, and then just choose a page with lace on the edge to put it on. Now I like to divide it up, so I'm going to have like one from the top, one from the middle, one from the bottom. Usually I do 5, but this is so small. And then I'm going to have another one from the bottom, I think, maybe from like this piece of lace here. Okay, but I don't want to go top, middle, bottom. I kind of want to stagger it, so I'll probably do top, middle, and then bottom here in the middle or something. Okay, so let's do top. I like to do that on the first page. Just put it through one of the holes in the lace, a little ways in, and then keeps going through. Okay, then close it, and there you are. You've got your dangly. I mean, that is like really easy, right? Not at all difficult. So there's the octopus. Okay, and then let's do the moon because it's gold. Let's do the moon in the middle, but we're going to put it like on the bottom, so it's at the end of the book. So we're going to put it on this piece of lace here. So we're just going to put this on so it's facing out, and we will put it on the lace here. Oh, this reminds me. Okay, so when I was looking through, oops, I didn't get that closed. Let's get it closed. When I was looking through the book, I noticed that this very last page, when you closed it, because I had, you know, moved it, I'd made the spine bigger, the edge of the page did show. So I went ahead and since I had already bound it, I couldn't sew it on, and I glued on some of this lace right there. Okay, so that's what it looks like when it's glued on. It looks just fine. So you know that you can glue that on. And that way the lace shows here and everything. It'd be okay if the page showed, but I kind of didn't want to have that. So this is what we've got so far. We've got an octopus, we've got the crescent moon with the heart, and then we'll put, I think we'll put an angel here. So this is going to be at the bottom but in the middle. Okay, and so this is easy, right? Okay, so we stick it through, and then I'm not going to put it quite at the end because we're going to have that one hanging from the corner, but there we go. All right, so then this is what our side looks like so far. Now we're going to have ribbons and stuff sticking out from some of our tags, but this is what it's like so far. Okay, and then I'm going to put the heart. The tree I'm saving for the danglies from the centerfold. Okay, and then I want to put this heart. This one goes in sideways. And I think actually what I'm going to do is let's pin it to this lace. So I'm going to put the pin through just a little bit here first, and then through the heart, and then through some more of the lace, and that'll just like, it'll be like a dangly on top of the lace. You'll see in just a second as soon as I get this closed. Sometimes, I don't know, usually these just close right up, but I'm having a hard time today because I'm pushing them too far. Okay, so this one I've got the pin sideways. Okay, so that's what the bottom looks like so far. But we're going to add some danglies. All right, so we've got this that we want to use for a dangly. I'm going to set my book aside for a moment so we have plenty of room. Okay, so I got out some of my beads. I either want white, beige, the kind of dark red, reddish burgundy that we have, or silver or black. Okay, so I got out a few of my little cases of beads. They're color sorted. Okay, there's these. These are real pretty. Pearls. Oh my word, these. But that's I think too big for what we've got going on. We've got little white beads. We've got these too, which would be really good, but they're way too big for this project. So, oh, here's a small one. Okay, let's use a small one from in here. That's good. Okay, so let's use that one. Usually I try to have like a little dish here that I can use to gather beads in. Let's see what I can use here. Let's use this. It's a little bit bigger than what I usually use, but it's just what I've got handy. All right, and then this I've got some dark red in. I've got purple too, and obviously we don't want purple. So let's go ahead and see what we've got. Like this. That's a good color. It's kind of big. Do I have anything smaller? Yeah, like this. That's perfect. We want to look for holes that are going to be big enough for the twine to go through. This might be a little bit too small, but we'll just try it. Okay, and I'm going to also put our tree in there so I don't forget about it. Okay, so what I want is 3 for each one. I could use one of these little... Oh, here we go. There's a red bead, a small one, and then here's a beige wooden bead. Okay, so we just really need one more bead. Let's see what we've got. I'd like something black would be really nice. I think these are mostly wood though. I need some black beads. I guess I don't really have much in the way of black. These are all these containers are part of a fishing lure kit thing. They're kind of fun. Well, here's some dark brown I could use. Ooh, are these brown ones? I like these brown ones. This is kind of special. Isn't that pretty? And I think the hole is plenty big. Okay, so that gives us our 6 beads to work with. And I don't see anything here that would be, you know, better or anything. I don't know. Nah, I don't really want gold. Okay, so that's good. All right, so we've got our, whoa, don't go jumping out of here. Okay, so we've got all of our beads, and this is pretty easy. Now, with twine and with the leather, we don't need a needle, all right, and that really helps. But I do want to cut this edge fresh and as angled as I can to make it kind of sharp to get through. So I'm going to first open this up because it's just easier to work that way, and put something heavy on it to hold it open. Like that. Okay. Is that in the camera pretty well? Or maybe some scissors would work better. There we go. All right. So let's. Now this is our what we used to bind the book. Okay. So we're going to take one of these. I like to start with the shortest one because that's going to be the hardest. All right, and I'm going to tie a knot, and this is just to keep the beads from going all the way up the piece of twine. Okay, and I usually look for whatever is the smallest bead that I have. That's why I chose 2 small beads. Okay, so we're going to use this small kind of reddish bead, and we're going to thread it with the twine, hopefully. There we go. Okay, and it goes up to the knot, which I've tried to make like close to the book. Okay, then I'm going to tie another knot, not right up against it, because I like the beads to be able to move a little bit, but just a little bit from it, not too far from it, like just, you know, a fraction of an inch from it. There we go. See, so the bead can move just a little bit, just slightly like that. Can you see that? Okay, and then which are the ones I want to have at the bottom? So I want to have the biggest ones at the bottom. I think I'll have this red one at the bottom of the other one, since I have red on this. So I think this one will be the tree. Okay, and yeah. Okay, so we're going to do the tree. Oh no, we want that to be last. So we need another one in between. Let's use this. Yeah, let's use the brown, the lightest brown one here. No, that's got to be at the top of the other one. Let's use, sorry, let's use a medium one here. It's this really pretty marbled one. Doesn't that go well with the sari silk? That's really pretty. And then we'll put another knot, not right up against it, but you know, close to it. Just a fraction of an inch away again. All right, see, so this is what we've got so far. And then we're going to tie this on. Okay, so here's, sometimes, I'm going to tie this in place first before I show you what I'm, sometimes the hole on the second one is big enough that I can tuck this end back up in it. And we'll see. I don't think it is, but we'll see if it is. Oh, it is. Okay, so I can bring this up here, okay, and then I'm going to trim it just above that. My scissors right here. Okay, trim it just above that. There we go. Okay. Sometimes the hole isn't big enough, and then we can't do that. And then this little piece of sari silk thread and the twine go into my basket for franken paper. All right, then we're going to get our other end here. This one's going to end up getting quite a bit cut off, but it'll be easier to work with. And we're going to, now this one I don't want to tie the knot quite as high as the other because I don't want them to both be hanging at the exact same level. So it's going to be a little bit lower, not a lot lower, especially with such a small book. You don't want it hanging, you know, way down here. Okay, and then I think we're going to have the silver bead first. I'm not sure if it'll, yeah, it'll go through there, but will I be able to get it through here? Because there's not like a center of the bead for it to go through. Oh, this one's kind of a pain. That one's not going to work. So let's get a different bead. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, we can get, I see like some gray and black in here of the small ones. So let's do that. These really stick closed well, which is what you want for beads. Let's see if I can get, oh, that's green. See if I can get a hold of, yeah, here's one that's like black and gray. Yep, and it's got a nice size hole. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this little bead up on this. There we go, that's nice. And then again, we're going to tie a knot close, but not right up to it. Okay, so that's the first bead, you can see right there. And then let's do beige bead here. Oh, this is, yeah. In fact, I don't think I did cut this one. Let's go ahead and cut that. And we'll pick up that little piece later and put it in with the franken paper. And then let's tie a knot. That other one actually has quite a way to move around. Okay, put it as close as we can without being right up against it. And then we've got our red one here. And this one has a little tiny knot. I mean, a little tiny hole. So there we go. So we're just going to tie a knot at the end of it. We're going to tie a double knot. And then we'll put a little spot of glue on it and also on the other one so that we don't, you know, so there's no risk of losing the dangles. I don't think that there is any risk because twine really stays tied really well. It's hard to untie it. But I just like to make sure. Okay, so I'm going to cut this off here. And then, and put that in with the franken paper. Then we're going to just put the scissors here to hold it open, and we're going to put just a tiny, tiny, tiny drop of glue. Get all of our glue boogies off of there first. There we go. Just a tiny drop of glue here in the center on the knot, if you haven't already done that. I mentioned it in one of the other videos, but I didn't show you, so I'm showing you now. Okay, just in the center on the knot. It's going to dry clear. You won't be able to see it. And then at the end of this knot, just a little bit, just to hold it together. You don't have to put glue all over the whole thing. And then on this one, I'm going to put it down here by the charm and also up here where it came through, just that it won't go back through. Okay, and those will all dry clear. And the best time to do that is obviously when you're not going to be working on the book again. Okay, so we're going to push this aside, and I will see you in the next video. I love you all. Bye-bye.